So in previous class already we had a discussion about how we are going to work with the JavaScript, like a basic concepts to advanced concept as well as ECMA standards also we discussed now. So now we have to concentrate on interview patterns. So what are the interview questions they are going to ask, and at the same time, so regularly what are the advanced concepts we are using. Now we are going to discuss step by step. So first question is how many ways we can display text or element in the JavaScript. So if you want to print anything in the JavaScript, what we are going to do? Just you can use the print statement, that is document dot write. You can use it. If I'm using document dot write something, so automatically we are going to get something in the browser screen. We are going to get the output here. Otherwise, you can use the console.log. So as per ECMAScript standards, you can just use the console.log. It will display in the browser console area as well as the terminal also. It will be displayed. Otherwise, you can work with the alert also. You can use a simply alert also. You can display the output. And at the same time, you can use the DOM also. What is meant by DOM? So document dot get element by ID. So we are using some inner HTML now. So in the form validations already we had a discussion about DOM also, right? So how we are going to send some data from the script to HTML? Just you can use here document dot so get element by ID. You can take here ID based here, and with the help of some ID, you are going to pass some data to the inner HTML. So you can just take some string, or you can take some operation. This operation or this string we are going to pass to depends upon some ID here. For example, so I'm going to do here message. So is my ID here. I'm going to do so. Good morning is my message. So these are the four ways we are going to do for the print statements in the real-time scenario. What are the four ways? So you can use the inner HTML, nothing but document.write. DOM you can use it. Otherwise, document.write you can use, or alert also you can use, or console.log. Already we implemented all these methods. So in the interview time, they're going to ask how we are going to display text and how many ways actually, how many ways we are going to display the text in the real-time scenario. These are the four ways you can use, and already given examples also. Already we worked on that also. Just you can observe here document.get element by ID. We are taking some ID. For that ID, we are doing some addition. This addition programming 11 is the answer, right? That 11 we are going to store in the demo. This demo we are calling here. It will be displayed. No? So this is so inner HTML you can use it, and automatically we will get. Another one is document.write. Already you know this one. So we implemented that one also. And at the same time, alert also we did now. Window.alert or alert. Directly you can use alert, no problem. No need to use the window object also. Directly you can use alert, which is automatically applicable, right? So alert is nothing but acknowledgement. Either you can perform operation or you can do the positive message or negative message. Anything is fine. You can use it. And at the same time, log also you can use now console.log, and you can work with that, which is automatically applicable here. So this is the way we have to work with the things in the real-time scenario. Then already we had a discussion about the variable declarations. So how we are going to declare the variables in the JavaScript. So these variables we can also call it as the literals. So how we are going to declare the literals. So just we have to go to the letter or where, or at the same time constant you can use it. So where we are using where, and where we are using let, and where we are using constant. If it is a if it is a fixed value, so just we can simply use the constant. If you are using the constant, while declaration only you can assign some data mandatory. That is called so const. Let is nothing but so reassignment is possible. And if you want to access in the future also, you can just do the declaration. And in the future also you can do the assignment. There is no problem. So 99% we are not going to use the where keyword whenever if you are moved to the React.js. So why? Because in the React.js we are not going to use the where keyword. If you are using the where keyword, so the reassignment and redeclaration, everything it will support. And first you can assign some value. After that also you can do the declaration. That is also it will support. To avoid that situation, we can use the let as well as const only. Already I showed examples also in the previous class only. So just you can use that examples. So now see here. So up to 2015 only we are going to use the where keyword. From here onwards, nothing but after 2015 we are not going to use the where keyword. So just simply you can use a let and const wherever you are going to work with the real-time project. Just to skip that where keyword. You can use a let and const only for the real-time projects. Done. Then next one is, so already I given some explanation also. Already we discussed this all these explanations, right? So where we are using let, where we are using the const. So under the same time, what is the use of where keyword? Everything we discussed now. Then actually in the JavaScript, so we have the local scope as well as global scope we have. But so in the ECMAScript, everything we have a so like a completely global scope only. So nothing but in the JavaScript we have the concept like this. For example, where a equal to 10, and I have the function, for example, message is my function. So in the message, I'm going to take here, so document dot write of a. So now what is the output of this programming? We will get the output is 10. For example, I'm going to do here one variable equal to a equal to 5. Now what is the output for this programming? We have the output is 5 only. Why? Because already this variable we have inside now. So this value we can access only inside this block only. We can call it as a global scope. For example, now what is output for this one? We will get the a equal to 5 only we are getting. So same output statement here I'm writing. Now what is the a value? For this one, we have the result is 5. So for this one, we got the result is error here. Why we are getting error? So why? Because this variable we have only local scope only. So that's why we are facing the issue here. So whenever if you are taking any variable also, don't mention as a local scope. If you want to do this one, you can just before function you can access, you can use that variable. So if you are doing the declaration here, you can access inside the function or outside of function also you can access. So this is the way we have to implement. In the JavaScript, we have the local scope as well as global scope. But so whenever if you are moved to the ECMAScript, so everything we have to maintain like a, so only the thing is block only. So we have to maintain outside of the variable. If you want to do anything also, see here. So if I'm doing let x equal to 2, so that x we can access only inside only. If you want to do outside of that block, outside of this bracket I required, at the time we are getting error only. So why? Because we did inside that one now. If you are doing the declaration here before the parenthesis, at the time we can access inside and outside also. So this is the way you have to do the declaration. If you are using where keyword, you can access here inside this one, outside this one, anywhere you can access. But that where keyword we are not going to prepare for the real-time project. Already we given some explanation also in the previous classes only, right? So this is the way we have to work with the variable declaration and at the same time. So how to do the data types. Next concept is hosting. What is meant by hosting? Hosting in the sense, so you can do the declaration, then sorry, you can assign some value, then you can do the declaration. It will supports here. But if you are observing here, so same concept I'm going to use with the help of let. If I'm doing here 100%, we are getting some error. Why? Because so whenever if you are taking any variable also, must and should we have to declare first, then only you are going to access. But in this case, what happened here? So first we are doing the declaration, then we can, sorry, first we are doing the assignment, then we can do the declaration. So here we are using where keyword. There is no problem. But so whenever if you are using the let keyword, must and should you have to do the declaration first, then only you can use the so assignment. So if you are using where keyword, we are not going to face any issues here. But if you are using let keyword, 100% we are facing issue. You have to remember here. So always we have to do the declaration first, then only you are going to do the access of that variable, and you can assignment everything you can perform. So in interview time, they are going to simply share your screen. So they are going to display these two type of statements. What is the output for this one? What is the output for this one? They are going to ask. So in this case, it is okay, but in this case, we are getting error. So this is the way you have to take the examples for the real-time scenario. Just you have to implement the different kind of examples here already I mentioned. Just you can go to that one. And in the previous class already we have the variable declaration const with the regular variable. What about arrays? See here. So const array, you can take any array also, you can apply. So I'm taking here array name called cars. And in that array we have the SAB, and at the same time Volvo, and at the same time BMW I have. So if I want to change that element, is it possible or not? 100% it is possible. So why? Because this is array. So you can observe here, if I want to change like a SAP, what you are going to do? Cars of 0 equal to Toyota, you can apply. So just you can add any element. If you want to add an element, you can just use the push. So both it will be supports fine. That means whatever you have the array elements, you can update that array information, as well as if you want to add some data also, you can add it. Both it will support. Reassignment is not possible. Just you can update that information. See here, we have here SAB and Volvo and BMW. We have cars of 0. Now what happened? Instead of that SAB, I'm going to update like a Toyota, Volvo, and BMW. If I'm doing push method, what happened? It will add this. How do we are going to add at the end of the corner? So why? Because we applied the push method. So everything it will support fine here. But if you are doing completely like a reassignment, so at the time we are going to face issue. Now see here, we have here cars equal to so and so. Now I'm going to take here cars equal to new data. At the time it is must and should error. Why? Because so here with the help of that variable, we can do the update element, as well as we can add some element, that is fine. If we are doing the reassignment, absolutely it is showing the error only. So just you have to remember. So if you are using a const data type for the array, you can add the element, as well as you can so update the element also, it is fine. But if you are doing the reassignment, it is not possible to do that one. Then, so if I'm taking one object, what is the object? Object is nothing but key and value. No, you have to take, for example, where student equal to. So for the student, if you are taking the variable name, so in case that is a number, you can write directly. If it is a string, you can write directly here. If it is array, you can write it. If you want to do the object, you can do the curly bracket. Object always contains key and value combinations. ID is the key. What is the ID? And at the same time, so name is another key. What is that name? ABCD. Like that, you can do the n number of keys also. Now I want to print the ID. What you are going to do? Object name dot key. You can use it. So this is my object name, and this is the key student dot ID. And if I want to print the student name also, we can work with here student dot name. You can write it. So this is the way you have to implement the object dot key. So what is the key? ID, and object dot name. Here the name is the key. This is the way you have to do the object declaration. If we are declaring any object also, for this object also, you can do the const data type. See here. So const car type is Fiat, and model and the color we can do here. So if I want to change the color, just car dot color equal to red. So 100% it is possible. And car dot owner. So you have to add new element. That is also fine. So it is also supported. But if you want to do the again reassignment one more object, it is not possible. Same thing, whatever you implement in the array, here also same thing. Reassignment here also it won't support. So you can do the add, and at the same time you can update also, it will support. But whenever if you are doing the completely new thing, so reassignment, that is 100% it is failure. So this is the way you have to implement the const data types. So only for interview pattern only, they are going to give these type of assignments, and you have to so whether it will be error or whether it will be success, like that they are going to ask the questions only for interview purpose only. And already we did the increment operator, it will add one. So decrement we did the -1. So what about exponential? So this exponential is nothing but power. For example, now I'm going to take here, so where a equal to 4. So now generally 4 square are required. What we are going to do? Math dot, we can do here power of, so 4 comma 2. That means 4 square we will get now. So instead of that one, what I'm trying to do is I want square now. So a into 2 into is nothing but exponential. So here what happened? So a value 4. So 4 into 4 we will get here 4 into 4, that is called exponential, like 4 square only. You whenever if you are using exponential which is equal to power only, you can use the regular exponential. So x equal to 2. See here, x equal to 2, z equal to x exponential 2. Nothing but so 5 into 5. So nothing but how much? So that is 25. We are getting here now. So instead of this one, we can use the math dot power also. We will get the same thing only. So you can use exponential or you can use this one as a experiment person. For example, I want some power method. So generally, this one you are going to say like this, but they are going to ask without this one, I want to apply power value. How we are going to do that? At the time, you have to go to the exponential. So as a fresher level, we are not using that exponential, but as an experiment person, must and should we have to know what is meant by exponential, how we are going to use. Then already we discussed the data types. For the data types, you can use a number, string, as well as object also, and you can do the array also. So already we discussed all these things. That's fine. String function, string length we discussed. Slice. What is meant by slice? Slice is nothing but substring only, but this slice allows positive one, negative also. Now see here what it means. So str slice of 7 comma 13. I want to start with the 7. So last index minus 1. 13 minus 1 how much? 12. Na? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing but B. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nothing but A. Banana, we will get the output. So just we are going to use the slice method. By using slice method, from the main string, from the given string, we are going to get the substring depends upon the indexes. This is the starting index and this one is index minus 1, last index 13 minus 1, 12. I want to up to 12th index. So that is called slice. Already we did the SUBSTR now. So what is the difference between slice and SUBSTR? So this slice we can also give the negative indexes. So I want to count from the last minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Like that we can pass the minus indexes also. Now see here. So here we have the minus 6 and minus 12. So minus 1. So minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So that means A. 12. This means B. So we will get the banana here. So you can pass the positive indexes as well as negative indexes also slice function. But if you are using substring SUB it will allow only the positive indexes only. It won't allow the any negative indexes. If you are passing negative indexes, we will get the error. So that's why most probably in the real-time scenario, we are not using that slice function. Always we can use a SUB. Generally, we are going to use the only positive indexes only. We are not going to prefer the negative index. If you are using the negative index, you can use the slice method. For example, I am using slice. We are passing two parameters. Now, if I am passing only the single parameter, for example, like this, what is the output for this one? So it is starts with the B, seventh one. So and completely end of the string. Nothing but banana, comma kiwi, you will get the output. So why? Because we did only the starting position only. We didn't mention any ending position. That means if you want to pass any like only one index, it will be considered as a starting only. There is no ending one. And same thing you can apply, but the difference is it will allows only the positive indexes only, but that slice is allows so duplicate also. Sorry, negative indexes also it will support. This is about SUBSTR and slice. So slice we didn't discuss previously, so we have to use this one also, but as an experiment person only, not for the freshers. And substring with it and replace. Now we can observe this is the main string. So I want to replace main string dot replace. So here we have the Microsoft. In Microsoft place, I want unit. So wherever you have the Microsoft, it will be replaced like a unit only. So if I'm doing here, so for example, here I have the, so M is the smallest. Now what is the output for this one? You will get actually some error here. So nothing but not error. So it will not replace. Why? Because here you are passing like a capital letter, but here we have the small letter. So that's why it is considered as a two different things. Why? Because JavaScript is a case sensitive programming language, so it will be treated as both are two different things. So in case if I am passing here slash I, so what it means is here I am passing some regular expression slash I in the sense whenever it will be like uppercase or lowercase, it will be considered as a both are same and it will replace. Now we will get the output is please visit unit, like that we will get. Why? Because so here you are using slash I now. This is slash I, it is nothing but it will be treated as a instance to, it will be small letter or capital letter. Wherever you have the Microsoft, just it will be replace that info. So this is about how we are going to work with the replace in the real-time scenario. See, already I given some example also. You can just work with that. So two uppercase, two lowercase. It will convert into uppercase and it will convert into lowercase. Already we did that one. Then concat. So what is meant by concat? So concat is nothing but if you want to merge two strings, what you are going to do? Just we have to use a dot concat of b. For example, I have here a equal to so Elearn and b equal to infotech. I want to do the concatenation. What you are going to do? A dot. So I'm going to do here some space also. Concatenation B. You can use like this. Why? Because sorry. Why? Because plus is a concatenation operator. We can use dot is a concatenation operator in the PHP, not this one, right? Now we are into JavaScript. So we have to use a plus is a concatenation operator. We can use it. So instead of this plus, we can also use here a dot concat of B. You can pass like this. It is also concatenated only. So for example, I have here another string. So where C equal to here I have the welcome. I want to do here welcome to welcome Elearn infotech I required. What you are going to do? Welcome is the first one I required. C dot concat of A comma B. Like this you can apply. So welcome Elearn infotech automatically you will get. So if you want to merge two strings or three strings or five strings also, you can just use the same method only. So if you want to do the concatenation, just you can use a plus operator. Otherwise, what you are going to do, just you can use a concatenation. So concat of, so here you can write the so text to two automatically. If you require the space, you can apply the space. Otherwise, no problem. Just you can apply. So you can use the plus operator. Otherwise, you can use this one. That is fine. Then next one is trim. What is mean by trim? For example, I'm going to take here some variable. So by mistake, I given some spaces before the string as well as after string. So whether it will consider or not, 100% it will consider this spaces. Why? Because it is inside the quotations, no, nothing but it is a string. So compulsory it will find the so that so completely like empty spaces also. I don't want this empty spaces. I want to remove what we are going to do. Just you have to use the trim method. If I'm using a data trim, automatically it will remove the empty spaces. So before the string or after the string only. For example, if we have like this, so in between the spaces, it won't remove. Only before the string starting and ending of the string only, it will remove. That is called trim method. See, this spaces only, it will remove. So in between the string, it won't remove. That is about how we are going to work with the trim method in the real-time scenario. You can use it. Next, padding. Nothing but pad starts and pad ends. So what is the use of pad start and what is the use of pad ends? For example, now I am going to take here where a equal to 5. 5 is a number, or you can use where a equal to so 6 or 10. Number I'm going to take. This number I want to convert into string. What you are going to do? So a dot to string. You have to convert into to string of. So you can use. Now I'm going to take here b equal to. Now I have here B. So what is the output for this B? If I'm printing, we'll get the 5 only, but that is a string format. Now what I'm trying to do is just I'm going to use here pad starts. So pad start is a predefined method. Pad starts here I'm going to do 4 comma. So I'm going to do here star. What it means? So here for this B I'm going to add B dot pad starts 4 comma star. What it means? So I want to start with a star. So how many digits I require? 4 digits only. So that means so first it will take the 5. That number it will take. So total how many digits? 4 no. So it will add 3 stars before and the fourth one is 5. This is a pad stars. Just you can observe here. Now I have here number. That number I'm going to convert into string. So total length, how many characters you require? So 4 characters, and I want to start with the 1. So that means 1115 is the output for the programming. If you want to do the ends, nothing but pad end you can use here. Pad end here. What happened? So I want to display the digits completely 5. So here, so total digits is 4 now. So the variable, what is the variable name? The 5. So it will ends with the completely X. Now we have to do here. Already we implemented pad starts, so we are getting here pads end in the sense the variable, and so how many symbols you require you can write it, where you are going to use these kind of things. So for example, employee ID. So before employee IDs, I want to add here, for example, in a so 2016. I want to add for all the employee names, employee IDs before. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 we have. ID, I want to do the total is 12 digits, nothing but here 8 we have now, remaining 0001. So first user is, so I'm going to write here 0001. So if I'm doing this programming, what is output for this one? So pad starts, nothing but this is the starting one, and after this one we will get the output here. So just simply we have to take this one, and so ending is 0001 you will get. So this is the way whenever if you are using end, not starts. If you are using start, this 000 is the first prefix we have. So this is the way we have to work with the pad end and pad start we have to use. So if I am using the pad end, so what is the output for this programming? Total four. So just I'm going to take here 5 x. So this is the output for this programming. We have to use it. So that is about pad ends as well as pad start we are going to use in the real time scenario. Then we can do the caret. Already we discussed the caret. So where we did this one. So in the exception handling also we discussed, and in the same time the mobile number in the form validations, mobile number starts with a zero or not. Already we given some example also. So just you can use it. So on char coded already we discussed. Yes, split we didn't discuss. Now we can observe. So now I have some string. So depends upon that string I'm going to split. Now see here, I have here the string called A, B, C, D, E. So wherever you have the comma, depends upon that comma, I'm going to split the multiple strings. A is another one, B is another, C is another, D is another, E. If I want to do the A, what we are going to do? Text of 0. So automatically we will get the, so A is a separate one, B is a separate one, C is a separate one. That means already we have the main string. Depends upon that the main string, we are going to split into the substrings, that is called, so split function we have to use. So it depends upon which basis you are going to split. Wherever you have the comma, so up to that comma, that is one string. And another, wherever you have another comma, that is another string. Like that, wherever you have the comma, depends upon that comma, it will be treated as a individual parts here. That is called split we are going to apply in the real time scenario. Already we did all these things. So index of large dictionary of starts with and ends with. For example, I want to do some filter. So whose name is starts with a S. I want to do that. So index of, already we did this one. Last index also we did. So this one, see here, we have to do here, see, str dot search. So if I'm doing here search, whether it is occur or not, we have to search. We'll get the boolean value whenever it is occur. Otherwise, we'll get the false only. Then we have starts with. So now I have here some string. Whether that string is starts with the H or not, we have to. So whenever it is satisfied, we will get that specific string that is a true. We will get. Whenever it is not matched, we will get the result is false. We are getting. So this is whether it is starts with the hello or not, whether it will ends with the hello or not. See here. So this is my string here. So text dot starts with a world. This is false, right? It starts with a hello only, no? It is false. Then I have another string. So you can observe starts with word. So from the fifth position, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the from the fifth position. So it is actually it is a starts with the sixth position. Fifth is the empty one. So that's why it is showing the again false. Now in this case you can observe. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is starts with the 6 only. No? Absolutely it is a true. That means where it will be, like you can pass the index also. Otherwise directly you can check here. So this is one example. Directly you can check. So this is another example. You have to pass the indexes. Depends upon index it is starts with or not. You have to check. So whether if the condition is satisfied, you will get the true. Otherwise, you will get the false. So this is also same, but we can use the ends with. So whether it is ended with the same one or not, we have to use. This is the way you have to implement in the real time scenario. And we have to use the query string. Actually, whenever if you are taking any variable, for example, now I have here the variable so called name equal to Elearn. I want to print this one. What we are going to do generally, document dot write. I want to print here name is Elearn. I want to do. So what we are going to do? So you can write here name is. Then you can do the concatenation. You can write it like this. Now, so instead of doing this one, I'm going to use the template string. So template string in the sense you can just take the variable name without any concatenation. For that purpose, you can use the backticks. So backticks is nothing but a below of your escape key you will get. It is similar to single quotes, but it is not single quotes. It is backticks. In the backticks, directly you can write. So name is. So directly you can access that variable, but you have to use the placeholder for that. So dollar. So just you can write the name here. Directly you can access without any concatenation. This is called template string. So with the help of backticks, directly you can access so any variable also with the so placeholder. So this is the way we have to implement. See here. So here we have the static value. If you want to access the dynamic value, just you can go to the automatically dollar so placeholder whatever the variable name is, you can take that one which is automatically applied. Welcome John comma D, we'll get here. So this is the way you have to implement in the real time scenario. Done. Then numbers, coming to numbers, so whether it is number or not already we checked now. So just we have to use a new number of, so we have to check whether it is a number or not. So now my requirement is I want to do the number. For that number I want to apply some predefined functions. Just you can observe here. So here we have the number. For this one, I want to convert into two string. What is the use of two string? It will convert into string only. Now, so you can use like so 1 to 3. Now the data type is string only. You can do like this also, or you can use like this also. So all are the string methods only. If you have any number, if you want to convert into integer into string, just you can use the two string method, which is automatically convert into a string. Just we have to specify two string method to convert the number into string format. Now, this is very important. Just you can observe. To fix. What is the use of to fix? So it will convert. So it will convert into so the numeric value without decimals. How many decimals you require also you can specify. So now we can observe here. So 9.656 we have. If I am doing here two fixed, what is the output for this one? Directly you will get the 10 only without any point values you will get. Okay. So if you are doing here two fixed of two, we will get only 2 points only after point two digits. So if I'm doing here four, so 656 0, it will add zero for the fourth one. If I'm doing here six, it will add triple zero. Why? Because we have here only three only after point, but you given here I required after point the decimals count is six. So that's why you will get automatically so 9.656 we will get. So this is about how we are going to work with a two fixed. So how many decimals you require? You can specify, you will get that decimals. Then true precision. So true precision in the sense, so if I am using true precision, directly you will get that number here. So now I am mentioning here true precision of two. Nothing but I want to display only two digits only. The length of that number is two digits only I required here. So what it means 9.7 you will get here. Why? Because total length of that string I required here two only. No? 9.6 is output for this one. For this one 9.6560 and 9.656. So four digits and it will add two zeros. So here decimals count. Here total number count. So along with this also. So this is the way we have to use the two precision and the parse int already we discussed number function also we did and the parse float also we applied. So this is the way we have to work with the advanced concepts for the interview pattern. This one we are not going to use regularly for the real-time project, but so as per interview pattern, must and should we have to know where we are using all these things in the real-time scenario. And we have little bit array functions also. Now we'll move to the array functions also. Already we discussed the arrays also. So how we are going to access the array elements, how we are going to declare the variables, and if I'm using the new array also you can work with. Otherwise, this is a not recommended method. Just you can use the regular one only. There is no need to do the object creation. No? So just you can do this one. So this is fine. Already we implemented all these things, but so for each also we implemented. Yes, almost we did. So you can just go through the one more time also, so that you will get the clarity about this array also. Unshift method also we discussed, and so changing elements also we applied. So merging arrays also we did. Yeah, almost we did all these things. Just you can go through the this method also one more time. So fixed method. So fixed in the sense how many digits after that decimal. So for example, now you can observe where a equal to 20.3456. So two fixed in the sense after this point, how many decimals you require. So now for example, a dot, so I'm going to do here two fixed of 2. What it means, so the output is here. So the 20 is common. So I don't want to do any changes. After the point, I require 2 digits only. So 3.456. So what is the fixed value for this one? 35. We have to do like this. So after the point, how many digits you required, you have to specify. If you are not mentioned anything, so you'll get the complete number. That is called two fixed. If you are using here two precision, what is the output for this one? So if I am using two precision of 2, what it will do? So total count only you will get. So it will remove this one. You will get the output is 220 only. So why? Because already you mentioned I require two numbers only. Total length, not after the point. I require total only 220. So this is the way we have to apply two precision as well as two fixed. So in a real time scenario, this is complete JavaScript. We are going to apply for the real time projects. Just you can go through the one more time, and you can get the complete clarity about this JavaScript. From tomorrow onwards, we have to work with a new module that is called Bootstrap. We have few more ECMAScript concept. So that ECMAScript supports like a OOPS, object-oriented programming language. It will support. We have to work with a class. We have to work with a constructor, and we have to work with a map function. But I'm going to discuss all this concept in the React only. Okay, this is completely like a JavaScript.